Okay, I'm gonna give you some bits and tips on how to save on your power bill. I do get asked often when I stop the businesses, or when I stop and get gas, or when I stop at convenience stores, because I'm wearing the, the uniform. I do get stopped often. People complaining about their power bills and inquiring about maybe what can they do to save money. So there's a lot of things you can do to contribute to help bring the cost down, but I'm not going to go over them all in this video. I'm just going to talk about one thing at a time. So let's jump into it. Uh, Ceiling fans. If you have a ceiling fans throughout the house, this is what I tell people. I do ask them, do you have ceiling fans? Not most of them say yes. So I live in Central Florida, so have them running. Don't shut them off. Just let them run. They use very minimal power. Uh, they help circulate the air. Summertime obviously is hot, so you want the AC is running all the time. So what you want to do is you want to help that AC not turn on all the time. So have your fans running. It doesn't have to be on high, but if you have them on low or medium, it helps circulate the air. Uh, and another one thing also about these fans is they have a switch on the fan itself where you can it'll run the reverse way. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that the fan itself is pushing the draft downwards. Most of the homes nowadays they have the AC coming in from the attic area, so the air's normally going to want to drop down. Air's colder, so it's going to drop down. The thermostat's usually about 5.5 feet off the ground in the main living room. So that's where your thermostat's at. So better if you have the fan running in there the entire time. Like I said, it doesn't cost that much to run the fans. And mine, I have fans in every room in my house, and they're running 24/7. So it does help to curb how often the AC kicks on and off. Now, another thing I want to say is, with that being said, is the AC has something to do with. I mean, obviously, it has a lot to do with the temperature that you feel comfortable on. So, with the ceiling fans on, it could make the room temperature feel like 1 or 2 degrees cooler if you have them set properly. Pushing that draft downwards, and if they're constantly running. It'll cool. It'll feel like it'll cool the house down, or you feel more comfortable at that temperature. Mine. I talk to people. Most people have it. There's like 74, 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Mine is from 79, 80. I looked at this yesterday and said, "What is mine's at 80 right now?" But I normally have it at like 79. So somewhere along the line, uh, I must have bumped it or something. But I'm comfortable, so I'm not going to mess around with it. So the higher the temperature, the less it's going to run. But that's at least one tip right now. Is if you have a ceiling fans, let them run. It's very minimal cost. If you do not have ceiling fans, you might want to think about buying a standalone fan, or a small fan, and just have it circulating back and forth somewhere in the living room or where you're at most of the time, and let it circulate the air. Because whatever fan you have running, whether it be a ceiling fan or a standalone fan, uh, they will help at least circulate the air to keep the AC from turning on and off more often. So at least that's one tip. Think about that.